Finally, it happened. We finally got the National Commission for Men Bill 2025. Oh boy, how long was the wait, huh? Well, let's dive into it then. So, this bill proposes a statutory body under the Ministry of Law and Justice. The heart of the bill is NCM can now investigate false cases, wrongful arrests, and misuse of gender bias laws, and provide legal aid to men who are falsely accused of crimes such as dowry harassment, workplace misconduct, or rape. This is gonna bring a change. It also establishes fast track courts related to false accusation for speedy and expeditious disposal of cases. Also establish counseling and mental health services for men who are depressed from such false allegations or harassment. This bill has proposed pretty good legal reforms actually. Now, one of them involves one of the most misused provision in criminal law. Wait, you guys guessed it. That is obviously section 498A of IPC, that is cruelty. Sad, but it's true. This bill mandates that police cannot arrest a person under this particular section without a preliminary police investigation, and that preliminary police investigation must be completed within 30 days. Nice. Unlike before, there is actually consequences for filing false complaint of cruelty or dowry harassment. Punishment for false rape accusations? Seriously? Actually? Well,
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yeah!
about time. Even the period of imprisonment and the fine amount imposed is very reasonable, as the charge itself is of such nature. Moving on, let's see. Gender neutral domestic violence laws. Finally, men can be subject to domestic violence too, and also penal provisions for false domestic violence complaint. Perfectly reasonable. Moving on. Shared parenting shall be default ruling in all divorce cases unless proven otherwise. Yes, this is really good, as usually divorce cases turn into a battlefield for custody, and majority of the time it is in the favor of women. Some of the women have the audacity or gumption to use the custody of the child as a piece of blackmail to seek more compensation from the father. This is the bitter reality which is happening in the Indian courts. After the Vishaka guidelines, there is remedy for women who are suffering sexual harassment at workplace. What about men? Finally, workplace harassment laws to be gender neutral. At the same time, anyone giving a false workplace harassment complaint ruining a person's career will be held accountable. Finally, it is very common in India that a person is declared guilty without the court, and that happens through media trial. Majority of the Indians get their source of information from these media channels. We all know how it works. We had our fun. Come on.
ये कोई लंडी खा रहा है ये कोई लंडी खा रहा है
Fine. Moving on. Media trial declaring someone guilty before the actual court trial can be held accountable, and it is penalized heftily. They must issue a mandatory public apology too within 48 hours. Many people these days sometimes play the victim and sometimes play the offender to lay down all the allegations they can think of without considering the person's reputation. Well, no longer, I guess. The bill introduced social media defamation laws, so you cannot spread false allegations, it is penalized. And also, any social media platform shall remove the defamatory content within 24 hours of the court order. My opinion on this is I am all for it, as law should be genderless. There is a thin line between gender sensitivity and gender bias. In the current generation, what happened is that the tools and the laws which are meant to protect the women are being misused to a great extent and became an offensive tool against men. We need robust laws to protect men too, so that both the genders need to be equally protected. That's about it regards to my opinion. Alright guys, stay safe, stay informed, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Well,